So let's kick into this tab. So we've got this lovely little rundown. And what it is this simple little shape and this simple picking pattern. And I use my thumb and first 3 fingers to get it. And there's this cheeky little slide that he puts in, and it's a very quick. So make sure you try and put it in there. That's the little slide. And it's very slight, but it's just trying to. It's, you know, and you're going up the fret anyway, so put it in. I like to sometimes put double in to make it even more slidey. And that's it. And then we kind of kick into this kind of little shape. And then the picking pattern then changes to. And the picking pattern remains the same, and you just move your first finger up 1 fret. And if we kind of slow that down, very, very easy. The only thing that I think that makes this, the only thing that really makes this difficult is the capo on the 5th, and you've got to read like the 9th fret and then +5, and it's like, oh, where the fuck is the 9th fret here? I still struggle doing that in my head, like my little maths head. I'm like, that's the 14th fret, it's not the 9th. But it is, it's the relative fret. But I think that's the difficult part to get your head around for this. So if you want, take the capo off and play. It's just going to be dropped 5 semitones. And when I do this last little bit, as a little side note, because you're tuned in here, you kind of. I like to kick in this note here. I just detuned it so you could hear it more. I like to kind of kick it in because it's just a bit more. So now we're into the bum 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 rum bum 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 bum. So let's see how we do this. And it's straight in. That pull off is straight at the beginning. Bum 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 bum. It's quite a rhythmic piece. And that's the speed you got to do this pull off. And so to tackle this first, and this is going to be a reoccurring theme with kind of all fingerstyle pieces, and it's to kind of just get the strumming pattern first, to kind of get your rhythm and your hand fingering round it first. So because I know when you're first kind of tackling these pieces, they're quite daunting. It's like and it's like, fuck. And every time I tackle a new fingerstyle piece, it's the same. It's very slow. So the way I kind of tackle them is strumming pattern. Figure out where your fingers should be on your left hand with the strumming pattern. And then you kind of solid then to kind of, because you know the rhythm is in your head now. Always go back to the music and check that you're right, because the amount of times I see people get it wrong or I get it wrong. So yeah, always go back to the music, listen, make sure you're getting it right with the strumming, and then kind of learn the finger pattern. Don't get disheartened not being able to tackle the picking pattern bit first, because we're going to use this in the like last verse or last chorus, like we're going to be using it. So you may as well learn it now anyway in a strumming version. So once you've got the strumming bit down, let's find this. So what he's doing here is just really quick. And that's kind of it. So it's and that kind of finger pattern you were using in the introduction, you're kind of repeating that in the verse again, but just kind of different shape instead of. So Ben Howard's made it really easy for us. Thanks, Ben. So if you want to play along to the music, we've kind of got that. And then he kicks into this chorus. So let's go through this chorus. It's really nice, easy shapes. So we kind of go. Back to the fifth, back down to the fourth, and then he puts this little key change in. Yeah. So I love these shapes. I really do like these shapes because they sound great. There's so many little drones and stuff going on. It sounds so So. Down to a fourth, back to the fifth, down to the fourth, power chord, now open. So, after we learn the chorus, we then kind of kick in back to the verse, and then back to the chorus again. And then we're kind of leading into this awesome bridge, this mega bridge, and I love this bridge, and it's. And it's like, here we go, go, fast down, right down, here we go, go. And when he plays it, he uses this kind of, or this kind of openness, this. On the 9th and the 7th kind of chords. And I don't particularly like that. I kind of like to use this shape instead and get more of a 5th note in. So his version. And I don't like that. I like to add in the 5ths. So. It just adds a bit, for me, it adds a bit more feel. So let's break down this bridge. It's this kind of, this little cheeky slide like. And you just kind of reach that little finger to get the 7th fret there. So 4th through the 5th, 4th and the 7th, now 4th through the 5th. It's now in the 7th, 4th through the 5th, 4th at the 7th there, now 4th through the 5th, 7th and 9th, here we go, go. Faster than a light bulb, and we go, don't know the lyrics, yeah. And then after the kind of bridge is broken down, and then we're kind of back into the outro. And that's the whole song, pretty much. It's a good piece to learn. There's some great little bits. Now go, go. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that kind of lesson. It's quite quick. It was quite easy. It's kind of just going to the tab, and I hope you kind of tackle it with ease and grace and fucking smash it, because this was a magical piece for me. A lot of memories with it. So yeah, I like this piece, and And now we're going to head into an extension, and this should be fun. We're going to turn it sideways, because this is fucking sick tuning to kind of do stuff with. And I'm going to just kind of show you some little cool tricks that I like with this, and try and get you used to kind of playing sideways. So let's go for this.